Okay, so we're back from doing that thing I can't talk about, which is really weird. All I can say, it's a new TV format that's going to be coming out soon, and it's vehicle based. So at the moment I've pulled some of it off already because I can't actually show you what it was written on there. But yeah, so at the moment, so we've got the monster truck, and it's all wrapped satin matte black. So all I've got to do now is, I've already washed it because it got absolutely filthy. So yeah, so I spent a good time with the jet washer. We're going to take all this bodywork off now, and we're going to take all the Lexan out and then clean up all around the tubes, because when you jet wash it, it only gets most of it, it doesn't get all of it. And also because it gets on both sides of the windows, we don't want to spray water inside the cab. So yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is take off all the wrap. So isn't too much, it shouldn't be too hard to get it off. They didn't actually wrap the bonnet because the bonnet was satin matte black anyway from when we made it. So yeah, so let's put all this wrap off, and then we can get on with cleaning and swapping the bodies back over again. Okay, so started swapping everything back now. So Swampy's got his cab back on, the cab that had the wrap on it, that's back up there on the shelf. We'll be painting that one green soon anyway. All the other panels are upstairs, so all we're going to do now is we're going to reverse the lorry in a second. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take all the Lexan out, all the back panels, all the front panels, going to clean all of them. Clean down the engine. I don't like to jet wash the engine too hard because everything was absolutely plastered with mud. So yeah, so we got to get it all ready because our next show is at the 3 County Showground at Malvern, and that's Truck Fest. So we'll be back out there soon. So check out my website for where we are at our latest shows. Yes, we're just going to get on to cleaning this, start taking this thing apart. Alright, so here we are at the back of the monster truck where this is the rear firewall. Now the reason we were taking all the Lexan off, because all the mud has actually got, as you can see down here, so all the mud has got behind the Lexan and it's got all around the tube. This thing was absolutely plastered. So I've already jet washed it all, but you just can't get around everything. So all the monster truck panels are held on with these M8 nuts, and they're actually like a riv nut insert. So as you can see in there, so they're not into the tubes at all. So now we're just going to take all the Lexan panels off, clean them. We're going to use Power Max shampoo, just wash all the panels over with a big microfiber towel, and then wash all the tubes down. And there's a couple of bits I have to touch up in there, because when we've had the cameras in there, they've put tape around all the joints and then put the clamps on to protect the tubes, which I said they didn't need to do, but the tape's actually pulled off more paint than they would have damaged anyway. But that's not a big issue, so we just got to touch all the bits, a little bits up where they've had the cameras in, and then start putting all the Lexan back in. So let's get on with it. Okay, so doesn't that look a lot better? All that mud's gone, so we had to take all the panels out, clean them, and we used Power Maxed, just shampoo, wash and wax. Comes up a treat. No slimy residue left behind it. Just wiped it over the microfiber, and there it is. So just got to put some of the more bodywork back on. So while that was drying, so we've got the cab, that's all bolted on now. Got the bonnet, that's all bolted in, and I've put the different bonnet on. So I've actually put the bonnet with the painted headlights in, so we haven't got the LED headlights in it this time, because we're not really going to use them, because it's going to be summer for the most of the time. Most of my shows are outdoors now. And of course, got the 3D bumper back on there. So yeah, so we just got to finish doing a bit more cleaning on the back, because all around the fuel tank and the fuel cell on the back of it, that's all covered in mud. So we're going to wash all that now. So if you look at this, because this has still been jet washed, but look at the state of that. It just gets grounded absolutely everywhere. So yeah, so I'm going to go wash the rest of this over now, and then we can finish putting the rest of the bodywork on the back. Okay, so the truck is now all back together, all clean. So next job onto it is now, because as you can see, it's miles too low to the ground. We've got to reset the suspension. So we're going to start by doing the front. So we put that up first, and then we go and do the back. So on the front of my truck, it's 11 inches, and at the back, it's set at 13 inches from the bump stop. So that's its ride height. We do have to check it before we do the show, but we have to lift it up, because at the moment it's so low, it actually won't go in the trailer. It'll actually bottom out on my ramps on my trailer when it climbs in. So we've got to get it set somewhere near right so we can take it to the show, but we will recheck it when we get to the next show. Okay, let's take you step by step how you fill the shock absorbers. Right, so in the shock absorbers, we've got nitrogen over hydraulic. So in this piece here, there's actually a piston which separates the oil from the nitrogen, and then the nitrogen comes then the oil comes all the way through and then into the shock absorber. So when the shock absorber ram goes in, it displaces the oil that's in here, which forces it into the accumulator. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reset the accumulator. So we've already set the distance from the bottom of it to there at 11 inches. So that's what it is on the front of the truck. On the back it's 13. So then we put on here, we put the nitrogen fitting on. So then we screw that down. It's going to be quite tricky to do this, because you really need 2 hands to do this, but I'm going to try and do it. Or if not, I'll show you step by step. So that's on there now. So we just nip it up. Right, so as I said, it's quite tricky because I actually need 2 hands. So let's swap hands, see if I can just do it with this one. Alright, so that's that nipped up. Then we take up the charging nut. So that we wind that all the way up to the top. That actually lets the nitrogen go into the shock absorbers. So now, now we're going to come down onto the gauges. I'll probably flip the camera around. It'd be easier. The bottle on. All right, so that lets air in. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to set it at 300 psi. So we adjust this. You can hear the air, the nitrogen starting to go in. So we want to go all the way up to 300. Nearly there. And now it's at 300. So then we leave it, we go back up to the top, and then we close the charging nut. So this actually keeps all the nitrogen inside the shock absorber. So as you can probably tell, I'm right-handed, so I'm actually got the camera in my right hand. Let's try and swap hands, and that might make it a bit easier. So we're going to close the charging nut. Sorry if my camera work's not that brilliant. Alright, so that is the charging nut closed. And now we've got to shut off the air. So we turn off the air on the bottle. That bottle's off, and then we just back off the gauge a little bit. So next time we do for the next one, because there's 4 shock absorbers, I've already done the other one on the other side. So then get the right size spanner, and then we undo. So now you can hear it hissing. This is the nitrogen that's just coming out of the line. Undo that. And that's it done. So that's how you do one shock absorber. It's exactly the same for doing all the rest of them. So now I've got to do the back one, and then the back one on the other side, and then that is the front's done. And then of course, then we make our way around to the back and do the same on the back. So that's how you fill the shock absorbers on a nitrogen over hydraulic monster truck set suspension. Okay, so all the suspension is now up in the air, and it also gives it enough height. So now we can do the oil change, because now before that piece there was sitting on the ground. So now we've got the suspension up, we've got enough room that we can get the oil pan underneath the engine, so we can change the oil, so we can put some nice clean Lucas oil in the monster truck.